Well, hey!
Hey!
How are you?
Everybody!
So today we're going to
Yes.
talk Christmas gift ideas and gift ideas in general.
Since it's December
December.
1st, as you can see, Christmas is here! Hallelujah!
So, did you ever have a gift, that fell flat or didn't have the result you're hoping for, or just, didn't have the reaction, or the person wasn't so happy?
We might have to say first, I love you. Just in case.
Let me put this a little bit higher. That's a little bit too low.
So of course, personalities are different.
No, but yeah. Well,
Of course.
Oh, you're going like into personal stuff?
Well, I'm saying, if we're going to speak from our experiences and stuff, they are going to be different. That's a fact, because we are different, and that's okay. And so
yeah, we want to give you some tips, some thoughts on your Christmas shopping and gift shopping in general. But
right.
Go ahead and say hi.
Yes, he's like, do not go into all the little bitty things. But anyway,
I wanted to make sure you guys knew what we were going to talk about as we kicked it off this morning, and then we can say our
and it's been a little bit because we weren't on last week, and anyway, we're happy to be back.
Yeah.
Okay, irrelevant.
No.
See, that's what's the first irrelevant. What's the second? But let us know where you're watching from. Say hi as always. If you have a question, put it in the comments, or let us know what your thoughts are. And interact. We might check what you said, or we might check later.
Yeah.
But as Christmas season is here. Of course, Christmas season has been here for a while for me. It feels like it's coming sooner, or people embrace it sooner, as in decorations, all the things. Like the stores, of course, that's always right. Like way too early. Like what? They're stocking the shelves already? It hasn't even been Halloween or Thanksgiving,
I don't
right?
know why she's talking way too early, because she's talking about it at home before the stores even bring it out, and then she starts maybe not getting the stuff out, but
That's not true. I thought I was the one that sometimes exaggerates.
No, I think that's pretty true.
That's exactly.
But hey, here's to you guys. Cheers.
Yes.
Today,
I am not dreaming of a white Christmas because I'm in California, but I love my Christmas.
Yes, I'm okay not having. Well, okay. So.
Oh.
I'm okay not having a white Christmas. We barely had white Christmases anyway.
That's
before.
Not true.
We had a little bit here and there, but I'm okay not having snow.
Not having snow.
So that's maybe Christmas Day is the one day that I could try to be sentimental or
romantic.
And I could say, a little bit of snow today, when all we are going to do is just hang around anyway. And I'm forced to hang around.
Right.
Like, that's kind of the result of snow. Although, living in the Northeast.
Yes.
Well, the east of the U.S.
Yeah.
Life goes on even when it snows, but I don't like life in the
That was
snow.
always the thing, right? I love the prettiness of it. I do love the fun that it brings to kids. Playing outside in it, even though it is a lot of work. Getting all their stuff on. And then after a couple hours, they come back and everything needs to be dried or whatever. But I didn't necessarily have to drive in it and all the things, right? Like all the time going out to work. And that was always his thing. It's like, you can sit in front of your window with the fireplace on and see the snowflake.
Yeah, life goes on.
That's nice.
Nah. But anyway, how's it going, Jason? Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you guys.
Christmas gifts.
Yes,
and gifts in general.
Oh boy.
So So this is for anyone who, ultimately values the people around you and that you're shopping for. And you're not just trying to, to some of you, it will be checking it off a list because it's a task you need to do.
Right.
The thing is, sometimes it can be a little frustrating, or doesn't, it may not quite go how you hoped it would, because either, hey, I spent a lot of money on this and the person didn't really appreciate it as much when I gave it to them. I spent a lot of time thinking about this and the person got it and were like, oh, great, thank you, and moved on. And so, of course, personality plays into all of this.
Absolutely.
And what can help is if you understand or recognize the people around you that you're buying for, especially for family, you know.
Yeah.
But in general, anyone you buy for, if you buy gifts that connect to who they are and their personality, that's going to bring the greatest result, help them feel the most connected, and ultimately make you happier if that's why you are buying the gift. So
right. So now, of course, you are giving for the other person. You are not giving for yourself. However, it's a truth that it's better to give. It makes you, it's fun to give, and it also makes you feel good to be able to bless someone. But ultimately, you want them to receive what it is they actually want, right?
So some people, some personality styles are concerned. They're really concerned or more focused on what does this person actually want. Some people are a little bit more like, which was you. I want the experience of giving because I like to give, and that's part of my love language and all this stuff. And so don't cramp my style because that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
and I'm like, but my focus is always, more what does the other person want, to my detriment sometimes because I overthink things.
Yes.
But it's like, what does that other person want or appreciate? What do they value? And so it is really, although yes, enjoy it, celebrate giving.
Yes.
Isn't it actually about the person?
Right. So when we talk about ourselves, right, let's start there instead of talking about other people. He is practically minded. Things need to be like efficient and the ultimate really thing that he would want is not an actual gift. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right. But he would like money so that he can go and get whatever it is he wants whenever he wants to get it.
So I'm going to tweak that a little bit.
Okay, tweak it.
So that part of that is, so that there's some creator D in that.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to that. So for me, being a refiner and a C, I like quality things, and I will do the research to make sure it's the best. Like if I'm going to buy a car, I'm not just going to buy the flashiest car. No. I'm going to research, how's it going to hold up? What's the maintenance like? All that stuff. And so I don't mind if I get a gift, I would like one that's researched or the quality that I want, which most people don't put in that work, which is why a lot of times I'll say, hey, I'll just take money because I'll save it up. I'll set aside and spend more for quality and make sure I can afford that. So I'll save up for it or something
so
like
he'll get money and whatever. And he won't use it right away. Maybe into the year when there is something he really wants.
So let me give. So I'm that refiner, which is a C, and executor, which is S. I have some of those, and so I care about how other people feel about what they gave me. Yeah. So that puts a lot of pressure, and I don't want to be the center of attention.
No.
So just think of when you're giving, if you're giving to a refiner, a C personality, they like, high quality, something that's researched and something that they've been wanting and making sure it's the right, it's a good level of quality. Yeah. And not just, they will tend to see money wasted in just frills. So you may have spent a lot of money and been like, woo, I bought you a lot of things, and they're like, well, the quality on these toys or the quality on these tools or whatever aren't that great. I would rather have one thing that's higher quality than a bunch of things that are less. So they're focused on quality, on that excellence.
Yes.
And then if I swing into my executor when I care about what other people think, and I don't want to be the center of attention to open things. So birthday parties, I want to take my gifts home and open those, so I don't need to show people my reaction and really try to react for them to see that I like it, because I want them to feel valuable in giving it,
so
but I'm also not expressive.
Yeah.
As a refiner, I'm not very externally expressive.
Yes.
And so that was always a lot of pressure for me around Christmas or birthdays, receiving gifts. So again, if you're thinking of buying for someone who's more analytical, you know, they want the quality, and if they swing over into the executor, the S, the team-oriented person, being kind of spotlighted and making sure other people feel valuable in their giving, and if they're that combination of C.
So question though, would you rather then receive money, because that's also the easiest to let people know this is what I want, or would you want to receive something that they thought you wanted, and with the possibility to return it and still get what you want?
Right. So, again, we are all unique in our combinations and styles. So my combination...
I'm just asking for a friend.
My combination of I have a little bit of creator in there, some D, the refiner and the executor. Yeah. My combination of that is I like the money because I can choose, I can research, I can save it, I can hold it. I don't have to express to anyone. I like the money. That works great for me.
Okay, so that's what he's been getting.
But that's not for everyone. So I'm just trying to highlight, you know, if you have an analytical C personality.
Let us know how are you, and if you recognize some of that. Now I'm the total opposite.
Yes, we don't want to spend too much time on me because we want to talk about all the four main styles, and there's always going to be a combination to help you guys as you're shopping. Maybe take some of the, hopefully take the pressure or make it easier.
Yeah, so I think, I'm wondering if I'm also pretty a difficult person to please in gifts. Sorry, baby. Because I'm the two on both spectrums, right? So I'm the experienced person, the I.
Yeah,
and I like the experience, the advancer. But I'm also the D, the creator. So I also care that I get what I want. But and especially the beginning of our marriage, that wasn't, I put a little bit, maybe too much, pressure. Like, I want you to just know, I want to be surprised. Because I love surprises and I love that attention.
Let's stop there. So if you have an advancer, an I personality, surprise is a big thing. They enjoy that surprising experience, where some of the other stuff don't really appreciate the surprise.
Yes.
So creating that surprise or that experience is huge. So go ahead.
Actually, if the surprise part is there, if it's not exactly what I wanted, depending on the person, but no, for real, that actually will take away some of that need for it to be exactly what I want, right? But I feel like for me, when somebody gifts something, especially if it's somebody that's close to me, they should know me and know the things I like. And if you ask too many questions before buying it, then that feels like I just told you what to buy, and that takes away all the no experience left.
That's a combination in there though, because I think you're tapping into a little bit of the S, the executor.
Okay.
Because when you're talking about the executor, they like gifts that mean something. And the people know them, and so they put thought into it. Yeah. So like that's one of the most important things to them. They don't care as much if it's big and flashy.
Well, but I have a slightly, but it depends if it's
it's only a little bit for you. Yeah. Like you definitely tend to be on the other side.
The big and I do like quality, but that's not in the way he likes it, right? No. If I don't look at any price tag, if I don't have to look at numbers at all, I will automatically most of the time look at some of the most, expensive stuff.
Yes. So that would be creator D side. So let's make this clear for people.
All right.
So we have the advancer, the I side. They like experience. They like surprises. Our son, who has a high I, he likes a bunch of things.
Yes.
They can be small things.
Yes.
But the more you have to open, the more you're getting, the more experience you have. So that's all part of, just like the eyes are so optimistic. If you remember checkbooks, the more checks you have, the more money you have. That's how the eyes think, even though checks do not equal money, right? You could spend all your money in one check that's in your bank account. You could send it in one check. But so to him, a bunch of small things, it's amazing because it's all these things to open and all these different things, and they all mean different things.
Yeah.
So experience, more things, kind of flashy things, right? Cool, more creative.
Look nice.
Look nice.
Needs to look nice and all of that.
So if you're buying clothing for your personality, bright things that stand out are definitely more down your line.
Or have character in the way, not vintage, unless that's your style. I mean character as in whether it's like brand name or like a cool style or that also depends
and
on
what is, and you the eye kind of tends, what is the newest greatest thing. They like to be on board with that.
Yes.
So now shifting over to the D, the creator, they want what they want. They like to they don't want limitations. So money, gift cards, like that's good for them. Or making sure
so I have a D daughter, right? And so she gave a list. She knows exactly what she wants. But she's like, with this, I want you to show me what you found. Because with certain things, it's a certain style she wants. So it's not the exact thing she showed me. But then she said, don't buy it. Once you found something, come and check with me, right? And then I asked her the other night, she wants this item that's a certain price. And I was like, well, do you want me to spend this type of money on just this thing? And then she's like, well, what is the budget? Like, what is the number? She wants to know because she wants to know exactly.
What is the whole budget?
But she wants the thing,
because I want to decide, do I want to spend this amount of my money for that that's being spent on my Christmas gifts on this one item or not?
So all of that to say is, I have not bought one gift for anybody in my family, but it's really this makes it like, you probably maybe think now like, oh my word, Christmas shopping is gonna be like the worst thing ever. It's not, because you do really you're actually putting thoughts into what people value, and some people don't care to return, right? If they have that option. Actually, my D daughter, she doesn't mind, as if she still has an option to return and still get what she wants. That's also fine, and that's nothing personal to me that I didn't know or get her exactly what she wanted.
So that's a little hard. The S, the executor, that's harder for them to go and return a gift, because what if they see you or you see them later and that gift is no longer there? They're going to carry a responsibility for you. But a lot of the other the other three have an easier time saying, hey, if I have the receipt, I'm okay returning it. That's not as big of a deal. So if you're looking at the creator, the D, they want to be able to have what they want. They kind of like, that's where the pricier things come in. That's definitely your D side, because they like the bigger, the more dynamic
quality and
type things. Because they're designed to go big. They like to build. They like to have move things forward. And so the brand name, not the flashy fashion, not keeping up with everyone, but kind of the higher end things tend to be where they go.
So I would say, in my opinion, this is totally my opinion, could be totally wrong, but that the S and the C are, or CD, whatever, are the easiest to shop for, because the easy in different ways, right? So easy for me to shop for him because he just wants money and I know there is no emotional attachment to it. So I know I make him happy. It's the only not so easy thing sometimes is for me, I would love giving him gifts sometimes.
So because she's an experienced person and would rather have gifts than a gift card or money. Yeah. Then to give is like, well, that's taking away my experience of giving you something. Right. And I'm saying, well,
but because
non-emotionally, I just want the money and I'll go and spend it for what I want.
Because it has no emotional attachment for him, and I know that it's just that it adds to his happiness, I've been fine. I'm like, don't have to spend any time on it. Great. The S is easy because they truly care about you. Not that the others don't care about others, but their innate wiring is, if they say I don't care, they really don't care so much now.
Well, so the problem is going to be up front. If you're asking for a list, what do you want? It's going to be harder for them to be decisive, make decisions probably.
And it will be general.
More general. Yes. And they can tend to think about maybe what you are spending or the difficulty you have to go to get it, and maybe not ask for what they really do want.
Right.
So for them, it is a little, I think they're one of the ones you almost need to take the most amount of time on because they like something that means something to them.
Right.
So like it's easier, I think, for the others to just...
So you would say it's not as easy for them.
It's a little
shop for them.
It's a little easier to wing the other three. You know, you want some sort of experience, something cool, something fashionable that's on brand, on fashion right now. Mm-hmm. You know, the D, the creator, they want something, they want what they want, or money, gift cards, fine. The C, they want you know, probably a higher quality. If you're getting them ice skates, they want a good ice skate, or you could give them, you know, money, a gift card. Again, individuals are different, but then you get to the S. If you just buy them something, you could buy them, you know, spend a ton of money, but it's not something that applies to them personally. They might be a little bit like, you know, thank you. They'll love it. They'll show appreciation, but it doesn't connect quite as easy. Right. Because they actually would rather be personally valued for what they want.
Right. So yeah, I could see that, but yeah.
And they're a little less communicative on what they want. So that...
Right, but that's the thing too, because I have an S and my other daughter's an S. And she, I want to get her what she wants. She gave me a couple things. But then if I have a couple questions and she needs to make too many decisions, not working. So then I'm like, you know, do you want to make the decision? Do you want me to make the decision for you? So,
but the good thing is they will appreciate any type of thought. They will appreciate. So even buying something that may not be exactly highlighting, you know, who they are or what they wanted or whatever, they will genuinely appreciate it as well. So there's, you know, this is not to put a ton of pressure on you. This is actually to help recognize and say, hey, if I put a little more thought in on those who are more family team oriented, they'll appreciate that more than just big flash, you know, and being center of attention.
That's the thing of all we talk about, right? Is that you want people to receive what you are giving. Therefore, you must communicate in the other person's language and not just in your own, because you might give what it is you have to give, but if nobody can receive it, then it's gonna just stay there. And that's in gift giving the same way, right? Do you actually care about what the person wants? Or do you just because it's Christmas and we're giving gifts, I'm gonna just give it all out and now I'm done, right?
So hopefully this helps you, whether you've had conversations with people, as you've started your Christmas shopping and you're like, why can't I get clear answers or figure out what they want? Or you're wondering, hey, I bought this Christmas gift or these birthday gifts for people before and it didn't quite have the result or the reaction or the connection or whatever that I was hoping for. These could be some of the reasons why.
Yeah.
So again,
we hope that helped. If you recognize yourself, let us know. You can put in the comments and tag your loved one to it and say, this is who I am, or this is how I would like to receive what you care about and what you value, right? But if you were coming here to find out if you should give a candle or jewelry or, the best shoes on the market or the next Apple Watch or whatever, that wasn't really what we were going to talk about, right? Depends what the people in your life want or are
each person and situation is going to be a little different in that.
Yes.
So I just tried to pull it back and go more general, so it would help you there. And and it can help you too if you're communicating to the people around you to say, hey, this is actually what I want and or this is what I appreciate. And to be okay to own that and communicate that as well, because they love you and they want to give you something good. So this might give you some language for what you appreciate.
He has given me gifts in the past, just small things or whatever, that wasn't maybe exactly what I wanted, but because he thought of it and he didn't come to me and it was just out of the blue, that wasn't like because of something, because of a birthday or whatever, that meant more to me than, but he is a good gift giver. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes what is the meaning that people put to things, right? Which again, that's an ass thing, a little bit. I just recognized that. Anyway. Anyway, enjoy giving, enjoy receiving, and all the things that really what Christmas is about, right? And enjoy the season. Enjoy. I know I am. Super enjoying it, baby. Cheers.
Have a great week. Happy shopping.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Or maybe you're. Most of you might be finished already. I don't know.
And I mean,
it's pretty late in the year.
That's another thing, right? I'm not a researcher, I'm not a planner.
No, put it off to the last minute until the pressure of the situation.
And then I need him to help me. I'm like, babe, come, we need to go to the street. You need to help me. I'm to the wire. Come on.
And I'm a planner, so I'm like, if you didn't, don't make your lack of planning my emergency. So back on home.
We love
All right. Yes, we do. Have a great one, guys.
See you guys next time. Bye.